Once you've been through as much we did, which is family, when did you get pretty? Because I really don't remember. And I had
like a compliment, but it's also like, bro.
Yeah, I was like, really? He's like, I just didn't see you as that. You were just my sister.
No makeup in there.
No, I didn't start wearing makeup till I was way later in age. My makeup was Vaseline, a jar of Vaseline. I used to keep it in just a little jar and put it on my lips, keep it moving. That was the extent of my makeup and cocoa butter.
That's funny to think about.
I really did. I had to learn a whole new everything when I became a model. So now they're like, you wear makeup? Yes.
Yeah.
Well, I've always wore heels, but they were just like, you're not in your boots. I'm like, I don't have to be anymore. Silly.
Right.
So they get to see that side of me that they didn't know. My model friends now, I've had an expanded family. They look at me and go, you did what?
Right.
In the Air Force, who? So it's really funny. I normally have to show them a picture for proof.
Yeah, because I'm seeing all this, the heels, the skirts, the makeup, and you're like, military boots and uniform.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what?
Yeah, desert heat, 120 degrees, all of that.
Is there any aspects that you miss of that?
I think I just missed, the camaraderie of it. Because I met some amazing people that we are still family today. If I call any of my brothers right now and say, I need you, they're there. And vice versa. Then, I told you I used to live in the D.C. area. I lived in Maryland. And I have a lot of friends, in that area. And they come to my book signings. They're supportive. They take selfies and send me pictures of this book called Call Me Queen. And they're like, well, I kind of told somebody that I bought it for my wife, but I really bought it for me.
So funny.
And, but they're still, I love the fact that I have them still in my life and they're still in mine. And that they're so dependable, they're loyal. And it's a legit family. It's like, no, you're not blood, but we're here together. We've been through this X, Y, and Z together. That's it.
That makes it right there.
That's it right there.
We'll hold that thought. We'll be right back. You're watching Beyond Focus TV. I'm Lydia Patel. Stay with us. Welcome back. You're watching Beyond Focus TV. I'm Lydia Patel. So, Cyrene, what would be the one thing or even a couple things that you would want people when they read your books, and they're all different, to take away from? Every author has some hopes that, if they reach one person or
right.
the one message that they would get to somebody.
It was a gentleman actually from my mom's job who purchased a book. He's a great supporter and inspired him to write his own. And he sent me a message and he said, you know what? I read Call Me Queen and it inspired me to be a better parent. And I said, you know what? Thank you. Because that's what he got out of it. That's the story because the 7 short stories ranges from a little girl that's 5 years old all the way to a grown woman who's 25.
Okay.
And there's a 12-year-old, there's a 18-year-old, there's a 21-year-old. So that particular story resonated with him, and he said, I wanted to become more of an understanding parent. If I can inspire someone to do and be better in some aspect of their life, I have women who come up to me and say, I had X, Y, and Z happen to me, and it resonated with the book, and now I feel like I can heal from my pain after seeing how she overcame her pain. Or they say, well, I never thought about trying to heal that way, maybe. So when Call Me Queen, the biggest, I would say the biggest thing is healing. It's in hope. that's what I want when people read my books. I want them to feel their healing and their hope. If you have pain, or you know someone in pain, or you've been through something and you've overcome it, to feel that sense of, wow, I accomplishment. Yeah, I've been through that, but I'm not there anymore.
Right.
So inspiration completely. And it really makes me feel good when my readers say, listen, that's my story, and I've never told anybody, and I felt like someone understood me for the first time in my life.
Wow.
So yeah, same thing with A Goddess Dreams. It's the continuation from Call Me Queen. It's just the one character, and she goes through some crazy things, some taboo subjects that people just don't talk about, and I talked about them. And one of my friends said, you know what, that happened to me, and I didn't know that part of her life. You know, people have every aspect of their life that they just keep hidden, and that's completely okay to be private, because I keep some things of me private. She was like, that was my story, and that's where I am now in trying to build myself up from that dark place. And in A Goddess Dreams, the character writes a diary, and there's a whole section of the book where you can read straight from her diary as herself, and you can see how it comes from like this shallow water, and then it gets deeper and deeper and deeper, and that's where her healing started, when she was able to face those trials dead on. And she even says it in the beginning, I know I'm being shallow about this, but I can't deal with it right now because I have other things to get to. It's a very realistic, in your face, this sucks, I have to keep going, you know. So I love that it resonated with women. I love that it shows women in a positive light, in a real light. I love that it highlights some issues that we just don't really talk about.
That's
and
amazing.
That between the reader and the book, they can share a private space, and it's still between the reader and their book. Whether they express it to me or not, that's great, but if they don't, they have that private space, and that's not I don't want to be intrusive with that. But if they can, you know, understand my words, then
That's amazing.
that's all I want.
Absolutely. How do we get in contact with you? If anyone at home has any questions or comments, maybe you want to purchase the book,
Okay.
what's the best way to get in contact?
The books are all on Amazon, actually, and Cyrene Renee. I keep my things very easy. I don't like a bunch of extra. On Twitter, I'm at Cyrene Renee. On Facebook, the book page, the fan page is Call Me Queen Novel. Instagram, Call Me Queen Novel. You know, I try not to have all of those extra. Today I'm wearing my t-shirt, my Call Me Queen t-shirt.
There you go.
I also just actually created a new Goddess Dreams line, and I have like tote bags and things like that. And it's all a little store. That's at www.zazzle.com/call_me_queen. I keep it very, like I said, I keep it very simple.
It's all uniform.
Yeah, so. I don't like extra.
No, that's really good.
Yeah.
What are you looking forward to, that like the next process of this journey for you? Where do you think it's all going to lead?
Well, the next process, I have another play coming out. That's actually not
Another one woman?
It's not another one woman. It's a small cast of 4. It's called I Don't Think I Do, and it debuts at the end of the month in June at the Manhattan Repertory Theater. I'm really excited about it. I'm director, producer,
And also
writer, and you know, all of the things. It's been an amazing process. This is the first time I get to work with a cast. I did my auditions. Everyone was great. I'm really excited. They're excited, so I'm really looking forward to that right now in the short term. I do hope to. I've been writing a lot, obviously. I always do. So hopefully, around the anniversary of Indigo, I will have my second poetry book out.
And that's just so cool that you actually, you know, wrapped the poems in the middle.
Yeah.
You know, like it's a good base to have all that.
I give my readers, and then I have like poetry lovers, And they're just like, Cyrene, was the next one? I said,
Right.
listen, I'm going to need you to just give me a few more months. You know, I'm busy, you know. So I'm excited that they're excited. And it gives me encouragement. Because sometimes I get tired. I
was about to ask.
Oh, I get really tired. Like, I get really tired. I just sit there. And my back's not straight anymore. And my hair looks crazy. And then I have to go and sleek it back and keep it moving, you know. But even in those tired moments, it's something to look on a coffee table and see. That's my name on a book, you know.
Right. And that must be such a rewarding feeling. As I looked at it and I was like, she's got 3 books with her name on it.
I did 3 books in 12 months.
I know some people are working on a book for years at a time,
Right.
which is not a negative.
Not a negative thing. You take the time for your, like, I consider it all art. And however you want to present your art, do that. Just do it. I meet writers all the time that say, I want to write a book. Then I say, just do it then. Just do it. And that's it.
Best advice you
Sit
can
down
give.
and do it. Yes, it's time consuming, but what isn't time consuming that you really want to do?
Well, Cyrene, thank you so much. That has been absolutely amazing. And check her out, Cyrene Renee, on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. You could buy the book. Look out for the new one coming out in just a couple weeks. And we're super excited. We'll love to have you back and get, more updates on what's going on with you.
Awesome, thank you.
And as always, if you have any questions or comments, you can send us an email at info@beyondfocusmedia.com. I'm your host, Lydia Patel. Thank you so much for joining us. And we'll be back again next week. Same time, same place. You're watching Beyond Focus TV. Stay with us.
Beyond Focus TV show wants and needs your feedback. Did we blunder? Please let us know so we can improve. Was the show helpful to you? Drop us a note so we can share the success with our staff members. Is there something you think we could do better? We welcome new ideas and new approaches to old ideas. Do you have a great suggestion? Let us know and we'll work on it. If you would like to share your comments anonymously, please send us an email at info@beyondfocusmedia.com. If you want to get in touch with the executive producer directly, send him an email at gene@beyondfocusmedia.com. We really look forward to hearing from you.